Hey guys, welcome to Whole Latte Love. Mark here, and I've got Todd with me. Todd, we're going to take a look at some super automatic machines, bean-to-cup machines that make milk drinks at a touch of a button. We've also got a special guest over here, which is like an automatic pour over, the xBloom. Very cool. Do check that out. You know, Todd, we've been doing this for what?
I think 15 or 14 years.
15 years you and me talking about these machines, and you were into them before I was, so maybe got 30 years of experience here together?
Yeah, I've been in the business 26 years now.
Not very, I think it's 29.
26.
Oh, you've been
between us. I'm talking about me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyways.
you count.
So these are all bean-to-cup machines. You know, if you saw probably I don't know if you saw the intro there though, but you know, we've gotten a lot of awards recently. We'll put those up so you can take a look at what those are for customer service and you know, the best online shop. There you go, from USA Today and Newsweek. So we are really into supporting you guys and helping you out. And one way we can do that, we have the CoffeeCast, right? Tell us about that.
Yeah, the CoffeeCast is a great thing we devised that has multiple cameras. We have the microphones, the TVs. It's almost like we're talking, like you're right there in front of us. So we have a conversation and we help you through whatever problem you're having with the machine.
Or you get a live product demo if you're interested in one of these.
Exactly.
So take you right through it all?
Show you all the different angles, close-ups of the screens, get to see the whole thing in action.
That's really cool. We got the live tech support if you ever need it as well. And we've got a lot of special offers going on during Black Friday, of course, on these machines. A lot of gifts with purchase, a lot of special pricing on these. And I did recently just do a video that kind of features all of these products. So we'll go a little bit more in depth with that. That link's down in the description if you want to take a look at that. Or we have individual product reviews of most of the products you'll see here too. So we're going to make some milk drinks, do some coffees, and talk about a range of machines.
Yeah,
right?
It's a nice range of machines too. Starting over here and then working our way up.
Yeah.
All great machines fit in well into the category, so they're great choices.
Yeah. So let's see, anything else we should mention before we get going? So we do want to get into it and show you these guys. Okay. These are convenience machines, right? These are the ones you turn it on in the morning or it turns on for you. Yeah. And you can have a nice cappuccino or a latte in minutes. Yeah. And compared to what you'd pay in a cafe, literally pennies, really. I got an email just the other day from a customer who said he'd had a machine for about 15 years. He thinks his counter told him he made 25,000 coffees on it. He figured his cost per beverage is like 10 cents.
Do you know what machine that was?
I think it was one of the Jura machines. But we get those all the time. We get reports like that. You know, machines come in from service every now and again, or we got customers telling us, you know, I've made 15,000, I've made this, or we see the counters ourselves, right?
Yeah, in our service department, they see some Gaggias that had over 15,000 on them.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
a
lot of coffees. But let's start over here. We got the Gaggia Magenta Prestige, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tell us about this. Now, I call this one, it's like if you want the one-touch milk drink and you want to be able to craft it how you like it, this is probably the best value there is. And made in Italy. All Gaggia's made in Italy, right?
Yep, all Gaggia's made in Italy. It's not the high-end machine like the Gaggia Academia over there, but has a lot of great features, makes a really nice drink. Yeah. So we'll go through that. We'll make a cappuccino, show you how that works. You want to make that first?
Yeah, let's do a cappuccino.
Make a cappuccino. So we go over here, push the cappuccino button, and I already have it programmed. Hit start.
Now, one of the things I really like about the machine, when you hit that, I don't know how well we really saw that in the video, but when you touch the drink, you can change any of the parameters right there on that drink. Mm-hmm. So the amount of milk, the amount of espresso that's added to it, and then temperatures.
And then you can save it. Hit the save button. It'll make that same drink the next time.
So it's going to heat up a little bit here. And for the cappuccino, it's going to do the milk first.
Yeah, it does the milk first, then it does the espresso, and then you can do a rinse on the carafe. The carafe can come off, and it gets stuck right in the refrigerator. When you want another one, you just put it in here. Has a cleaning cycle. And a nice screen up top here that's easy to use. Mm-hmm. It has these little buttons on the side of the screen that you use to go through your programs and your settings.
After we get through this, we'll go through the range of drinks that you have on this machine.
Yep. So you have a bypass doser on top here if you want to use pre-ground coffee.
Yep.
And over
here, a lot
here,
of people use that for decaf.
Yeah, for decaf, exactly.
Yep.
Yep. And you don't want to use a coffee like a drip coffee. It's got to be ground a little finer than that, like an espresso grind.
Yep.
And over here you'll have your water. And you can just pull that right out.
And then the used coffee ends up, the drawer pulls out the drip tray.
Yep, drip tray. This whole tray pulls out. There's a used coffee container in that, and you can just empty that out. See,
And did you change the programming on this one a little bit, or did you
Yeah.
use the stock programming?
I made it the way I like it.
Okay. So there you go.
Yeah. So makes a really nice drink very easily. So
Show us, I'm going to put the drink, we'll do all the drinks out front here so we get a look at those down the road. So we'll put that cappuccino there. So there's that milk carafe. Now, I see that the screen did come up with, if you want to do a quick rinse of that before you put it away.
you can do that.
So it'd go right in the fridge and it's ready to come back out and use again.
Yeah. Don't want to do that now. We'll have
No.
to wait for it. Wanted to show you one other nice feature here is it's got a tray on this, so you can put your espresso cups on that. Take that off, and you can put taller cups up. And the spout also goes up and down, so you got quite a distance in here for your cups.
So you can fit, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to take one of these tall Jura cups.
One of the Jura cups?
But you can fit a much taller cup on there if you want. And that'll work for the milk drinks as well, because it's the same clearance between those spouts.
Yep. And to get the used coffee, just pulls out. That's in here. You dump this out, and you dump the drip tray out, and that's how you get at. Now, one thing really nice about the Gaggia machines is that these all have removable brew groups on them. The Jura does not have that. And that's just on the side of the machine here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but let you know. It's just in the side here. And just pull that, and you can pull the whole brew group out, rinse it, clean it, slide it back in, and you're good to go again.
That's like the mini barista in there. You get your own private little barista inside the machine that does all the tamping of the coffee just like you'd see in a cafe.
It allows you to do the maintenance yourself, which is always nice.
Yeah.
Plus, there's also other cleaning cycles.
So let's take a look at just go through the range of drinks on the machine. If we got the second shot over there, you get up there. So right now we're looking at.
You have espresso, your cappuccino. That's the button I pushed before. When you go in there, you can check. You can control the amount of coffee it's going to brew, the temperature, and then the amount of coffee it's going to grind. It has 4 settings, or use the bypass doser. Always put it to the strongest. Always put the temperature to the highest.
Me too.
And 1.35 ounces is pretty good for the espresso. And then you control the amount of milk over here.
Now I like that, because some it does give you an idea of the volume that you're going to get. And most machines that do espresso will do that. On some of the milk drink, like the Jura machines, it does it by time.
Yeah.
And that is a kind of an estimate, right? Because depending on what kind of milk you use, it could vary just a little bit.
Yeah, if you're using one of those other milks, the consistency changes, so that's going to change the speed that the milk goes through, the amount you get. Coffee, that's just brew a long cup of coffee.
And I see you got the option there for 2, so you can do 2 at a time of the coffee drinks.
Push that, you get to a double cup. And then we'll go over here, we got more. A latte macchiato, and this one you can program more amounts of milk.
Yeah.
Or different amounts. And you have a hot water setting. Then you have a spout here you can put into the machine, and you can just do hot water. Americano, that's a nice drink because it'll give you the espresso and add hot water to it. So you don't do an over extraction like you would with a full cup of coffee. I like the Americanos.
That's my favorite. It was maybe, 6, 7 years ago that the machine started having the Americano available on them. And that's the way, like people who want a coffee but made from espresso that's taller, that's where you go, Americano.
Yeah.
You get a really nice flavor.
Yeah, proper espresso with hot water.
Yeah. And if you're not familiar with espresso machine, I always like to tell people this because people hear espresso and they get a little, is that going to be so much caffeine? And the truth of the matter is that a standard cup of coffee has more caffeine than a standard single shot of espresso.
Yeah, but I have a tendency to drink more of them.
Yeah, right.
That's the problem.
There you go.
That's all right. So espresso longo, it's a taller one. We have flat whites, cafe au lait. So there's a lot of drinks in here. A ristretto, a cortado. You can do just froth milk if you want.
Yeah.
And then has the over ice feature. Now, this is brand new for this. The black ones now, all of them being sold on the site, have the over ice feature. All the Magenta Prestige. There's a Magenta Prestige over ice that's more of a bluish gray color.
Okay.
But now this is a new feature on these. So going forward, they'll all have that.
And that's really nice. So you put a cup of ice under there and you can make an iced coffee. It reduces the brewing temperature a little bit, which tends to give you like maybe a little bit of a smoother flavor over the ice there. Yeah. And you can also boost the over ice drink. So you can have it do, if you want it stronger, you want a really tall iced drink. Number one, you got the room to put a tall glass on there.
Yep.
And number two, you can get more. You can get up to it's about 23 grams if you do the boost.
Yeah. So that's the Magenta Prestige. Really nice machine.
Great, and like I said, probably one of the best values in the machines that can do a one-touch milk drink like those. Oh, one other thing, talking about milk drinks. So the cappuccino, we saw the milk came first, right?
Yeah.
But if you go do a flat white,
it's the opposite.
you're going to get the espresso first and then the milk on top, and it makes a very different looking drink. You know, more of like a latte look where the milk mixes fully with the espresso.
Yep.
So, all right.
Okay.
So now we're going to go totally to the other end of the spectrum here, and this is the Jura X10. And I think we got a graphic that shows the range of drinks that this makes, if we could pull that up before we get into it, just so you can get an idea of the range of drinks you can have. There you go. So you got espresso, coffee, Americano, the lungo, that is just a larger cup of coffee that brews through the grounds completely, the flat white, which we talked about, the cappuccino, of course, cafe latte, cortado, the latte macchiato. And now you see the little black dots along there. So this machine also has Jura's cold brew. So if it's got the little snowflake there, it can make it as a cold brew. And it really does. I was so amazed when I first tasted the cold brew off of these machines. I don't know, it's probably about 5 or 6 years ago. And it's like, if you like cold brew, you can get a cold brew just by pushing a button. You don't have to like soak coffee grounds overnight. Really, really pretty nice.
I'll have to try that.
And you can do the milk drinks with a cold brew, as you can see there. And this is the only machine, and one of the only machines out there that really does 2 milk drinks at a time. And I'm going to show you 2 latte macchiatos coming up. But so there's a real nice range of drinks. You have the same kind of control on this machine of all those parameters. But when we talk, it does the 2 milk drinks. It's also got another really cool feature. It'll do like just a steamed milk and then a frothed milk from the same thing, and you can adjust the amounts of each. So if you like that cap of foam on top of your latte, you can get that.
Yeah. Okay, so just so you know, after he's done with this one, the Academia is coming next. You want to stick around for this one?
This is my favorite espresso machine.
Yeah, that's.
But if you need the capacity, this one has it. It's 5 liters in the water tank up here. That's huge. I think it's about a pound of beans in here, I believe. The 2 drinks at once, and you know, we showed the drip tray on the other one. This one is just massive. You can do 40 coffees before you have to empty this. And you can get a package that you can plumb this to a water line. So this is really like, you know, if you're doing hospitality. I mean, I would see these like I don't know, I just got a new car. So in a car dealership, when they're sitting you down, they make me a latte, I might be more likely to buy it. Or a busy office, right? So let's show you I'm going to do 2 latte macchiatos at once on this machine. So we'll take those 2 glasses up. We have the nice Jura glasses here. And so I'm just going to go through the menu here. We saw it was on the menu. I got to get back around to where my latte macchiato is. And there it is. So I'm just going to hit the button twice. And this has a button operated screen. We get the Academia. It's a touch screen, which is really nice. So I'm just going to go 1, 2. It's telling me 2. And again, I can change any of the parameters on this. What I did is, you know, program this in before we're doing the live stream here to get exactly what I wanted in these glasses. So it's going to do the milk first, like we saw with the cappuccino over on the Magenta. And on this machine, we're programming by time for the milk. So, because it does change depending on the type of milk you use.
Sure. And this one has that nice milk cooler off to the side.
Yeah, if you can see that over there, we do have this is the Jura Cool Control. So you can load this up with milk, and it's refrigerated. So you leave this milk out all day. It just transitions to the frothed milk from the regular heated milk.
So it's steamed and then frothed.
Yes.
Like a real cappuccino.
And it's just beautiful. I mean, there you go. Now it's going to do a little interval here, and you can change this. This allows the milk to separate if you want. I just set this really with the steamed and frothed milk. You don't have to have a lot there. But if you like that layer, you're going to see how this is going to layer up. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous.
Great for people who like to entertain.
Yes. Or, you know, if I'm going to make one for the wife, it's just I can make them both at the same time instead of going through 2. So that's really nice. And this is going to do, for our espresso, it's going to do 2 shots. So it's going to do the first shot, and then it's going to grind again, and we'll get another shot on top. But you can see the layering here. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yep.
We also have, on this machine, we have this optional, the pipe it comes with is clear, but you can get this like stainless look pipe that I like a lot.
Sure. And now the reservoir, you say you get a water line hookup with this?
Yes. So you can hook this up to water line, and that just makes life so much easier when you're not, I mean, it is a 5-liter reservoir, that's a lot.
Yep.
But if you hook it up to the water line, you can go indefinitely. You can even, there's a knockout on the bottom if you wanted the pucks to drop directly into a bin below.
Oh, very cool.
Kind of a custom installation, right? But anybody do that. Yeah. But you can definitely see how, you know, we have this separation here, the little cap of froth here, which is something I really like on this machine.
So it's beautiful, but it tastes good too.
Yeah. Now, quite a price difference, of course, between, I mean, this one is, you know, far above anything else we have here, but the capabilities it gives you. Now, when we're done with this, I could go in and do a like we did over with Magenta, a quick rinse of the milk system, so it's going to be ready to go, because you do want to be clean with the milk. So we'll put these out front. I'm just going to take a little sip and ruin the layering here. Oh, and it's hot. And you can adjust the milk temperature on these as well. So if you like it hot.
So we'll leave one pretty one up there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's just gorgeous. I mean, that's really impressive, right? Out of a machine like that. All right. Okay. So let's see. Anything else we should talk about here? I mean, this is a super high capacity machine. Yeah. If you know, so let's go for it. But let's go over to the Academia. Okay. And there's something this is the machine I've been using. If you've seen the videos, if you go watch the review of this, since we got this in here, this has been our daily driver in the studio.
Yeah. This particular machine.
This very one right here. And I've got, I think, about 2,500 drinks on here. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Take us through, Todd.
Well, let's go. I want to go through what I call the real highlights, what really makes it stand out. Yeah. Okay, yes, it's got a ton of programmable features that make a ton of different drinks. Yep. But the really good thing about this is the quality of the brewing, the different ways you can brew with it, and the different ways you can froth with it. This is the only machine that has where you can use a carafe for making your cappuccinos, or you can have a steam wand and you produce any kind of quality froth you want. You can texture it for latte art. You can make it real foamy or just really creamy or whatever you want. So,
or super hot if you wanted to do that. I know some people like a scalded milk drink because these machines are generally going to take milk to the best temperature for flavor, right?
Sure. So first, just going to brew a shot on it. Yeah. And I have this one named Todd Shot. And so this is the one I like to brew. With this, I have 1 ounce of, set it to 1 ounce of coffee. The aroma to the highest, which is the strength, is the amount of coffee that grinds. You can also have what they call a coffee boost on this. If you push this button here, it'll give you a second brew.
That's my favorite, one of my favorite features on the machine. I'll talk more about that. Let you go through your thing.
I just do the single shot. It's a little bit quicker, and it's a good shot, so it works well for me. Pre-brewing, you can adjustable, low, medium, high.
So that pre-wets the coffee.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And you can do a double cup and then your temperatures. And so I'm going to just hit the coffee button, let it brew.
And you can do any of the coffee drinks 2 at a time on here, so you can get two coffees.
Now really cool. This machine has flow control.
That's where you find that on the higher end super or semi-automatic.
Yeah, the prosumer machines.
Yeah.
So if you turn it to the right, it goes the slowest flow where you get it puts a lot of back pressure on the coffee and you get a really nice extraction. The best out of any of the super automatics that we're selling. No question about that. I've done blind taste tests. Yeah. Everybody always goes this. I was a little short on that one. Maybe 1 ounce isn't quite enough. Do I want to save that? No.
I don't think so.
I don't either. So I'm going to up it.
You can see I love the graphics on this. This screen is in my opinion, it's the best screen of any machine that we have.
So it's easy to change. I'll put that to 1.5 ounces, and then we'll brew it again. And the cool thing about it, actually, during the brew, you can change the amount of coffee.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Which is nice. I can actually move that bar over. It'll change it.
And if you're ever getting too much, you can stop it as well, right? If you put the wrong size cup under there, you just hit a button to stop it. Yep. Now this machine, so the beans up here. We have a cup warmer up here as well.
Yeah.
And that you can have that turn on before the machine does, so your cups are always nice and warm.
Yeah, that's a really cool feature. So I'm going to make that go a little bit more coffee.
On the fly.
See, it's a nice shot of espresso there.
Look at that.
Now just to kind of show you, if I turn this way, look, it speeds up.
Speeds up.
So you
yep.
can make so if you're doing a tall cup of coffee, you turn it till it goes fast.
Right.
And you don't over extract. If you want espresso, you turn it down slowly and you really extract out of the coffee.
So let me talk about the boost.
look
Now
at
you
that.
did that is really nice.
Yeah.
That's got to be some of the crema wave because that's got a nice head of crema on there.
No, it's the machine.
It's a machine, of course.
It's both.
So on that boosted shot that we just and you also have a bypass toaster on this. So
Wow.
you can do, if you need the decaffeinated, again, use espresso ground coffee, not drip ground coffee for that. If you're
Yep.
gonna just put some ground coffee, that little door is right up here. A little cheat sheet tells you only use 1 scoop, not 2. But let's talk about that boosted shot because so whatever drink you have programmed. So if you have an espresso programmed at say 2 ounces, you want a double espresso. So what it's going to do when you hit the boost is it's going to split the extraction kind of into 2/3, 1/3. So first 2/3, the first grind cycle is going to give you 2/3 of the volume through one, and then the second grind cycle will give you a 1/3. And what that really is it kind of combines a espresso and a ristretto together. The ristrettos tend to be a little sweeter, right? And you combine those flavors together, and that's what produces the best espresso I've ever had on any machine like this. And of course, my favorite are the boosted Americanos on this.
Sure.
I think we went in there and looked, there'd be hundreds of them
You
made.
use your cup over there for a cappuccino?
Sure.
So we'll make a cappuccino because you're going to want to see how that works. So we have this programmed in here. Hit the cappuccino button and go. Now on this one, you control the milk volume, all the espresso settings that we used before. You can use on this one for different quantities of coffee, temperatures, and all that.
So it's heating up to create the steam. And here again, this is going to do the milk first for the cappuccino. But if you do some of the other milk drinks, you'll get the espresso first. And you do have flat white and Americano and all that. And I mean, why don't we take, because we didn't put up that graphic, let's take while that's brewing, let's take a quick look at the drinks on here. So there they are. There's all the drinks. We won't stay here too long. But you can see the coffee beverages on the left there. You can do 2 at a time. And then all the different milk drinks. Actually a wider range of milk drinks on this machine than on the X10 over there on the Jura.
Yeah.
And you're on the fly. So come on back. Todd, just while we're looking at that graphic, made a little on the fly change for the amount of milk that he wanted in this drink.
Yeah, make a few changes. Then it does a little purge of steam just to keep everything clean. Then I'll just put that back in. Oh, still wants it open.
You're a little too fast.
Too fast for it.
So this does something really unique. After the drink gets through, we'll kind of show that maybe. Also on here, we have 4 user profiles.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So, and you'll see, if we go back to the screen maybe, a little bit later, you'll see that there's a Marks Americano on there, which is one I do every day. So you can customize the names on this. So you have those user profiles, so you can have basically 4 versions of every drink.
Yep.
And we're seeing now the espresso is going to come. You see it's coming out of dual spouts, but if you have a really tall cup, you want to do a taller drink, you can push this back, the dual spout, or just take it right off.
This makes a really nice drink.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, and the Jura over here, just while we're going on, it's doing its automatic self-cleaning of the milk system.
I'm going to hit save. I want to save new settings. It tells you to close that. Now it'll do a purge through the machine, down through the, where it does the frothing, down into the drip tray.
So that cleans out that entire milk system. So all the milk frothing components are getting cleaned with steam, the steam hygiene as you see on the screen there.
Yep. So you just see really nice carafe, and when it's done, you just take this off, put this in the fridge. It's got a little cover you can put on here.
And you pull it back out later for another milk drink. Just in Italy, you wouldn't do that afternoon though, right?
No.
No milk drinks afternoon.
Yeah. And then if you want to make a cappuccino or do a latte, you want to do one of those using the steam one?
Yeah. I think we got a frothing pitcher here.
Yeah, frothing pitcher. We got some milk.
In the fridge over there. Yeah, so that, I mean, it's very unique. Now, there are some other Gaggia machines that just have the manual frothing wand, but this has both, so you can go both ways. So if you want to do the latte art or something on the weekend, you can do that.
So first I'll brew the espresso.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a nice ball joint on the steam wand, can face any direction. Now this machine, like the other Gaggia that we showed you, has the front the door opens up. This one's in the front, and you get at the brew group and the used coffee.
Yep. And again, that's different than on the Juras where you can't get at the brew group.
Correct. That's a nice feature.
And the maintenance on that's real easy. You just take that brew group out like once a week.
So I'm going to stop that early.
Okay.
And then we have to go, then we choose the steam, from the steam arm in the display here. So I'll turn that till I get to the steam wand.
Oh, we're kind of in favorites. You may have to go home there.
Well, I can add it, I believe.
There you
Steam.
go. Yep.
Hit yes. Now that's how you can add a new drink.
Yeah.
Very quickly. Hit the plus, add what you want, then you can program. So I'll hit steam. Now it's going to do a little heating, and then we're going to be able to start frothing. Over here, we have, this is a purge button. So when you're done frothing, you can hit the purge. You wipe down the wand, hit purge. It'll purge out the wand for you. Over here is a setting where you get into the cleanings. All the options for cleaning, which you can do the brew group. You can do descale the machine. Okay, it's got a single hole tip. The pressure starts a little slow, but it builds up and you get a really nice roll in this after a while. Starting.
Oh, yeah.
There she goes.
But see, I mean, you really have options here. You know, if you want to get your weekend barista on, you can do that.
Yep. And again, the only machine that does that. I wish you could see the roll in here. It's really pretty, really nice and creamy.
I think we're getting it a little bit. There we go.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Tip it a little bit more so you can see it a little better.
And if you haven't frothed milk before, you know, if you're new to this, right, it's generally the temperature you want to take it to is just when the outside of the pitcher is getting a little uncomfortable to hold. We've got tons of videos that show you how to do manual frothing. And once
Stopped it there.
Once you get the process down, it's super easy.
Wipe that down, hit the purge button.
And it kind of reminded you to hit that, right?
Yep, yep. So hopefully I can pour something pretty here. Not too pretty.
Yeah, set that down right there. That's not too shabby.
Again, I'm not a barista.
Yeah.
But it shows you the capabilities of the machine, is what's really important. And up here on the display, you can see all the drinks that we have programmed in there. So that's the basics of the machine. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. And yeah, there's my Americano right there, which I have, you know, one, maybe two, sometimes three of those a day off of this machine if we're not using some other machines.
Yeah.
But very flexible machine.
Yep.
Oh, and we should mention we do have the chat up, so you know if you have any questions, you can use that chat. We can answer those live for you if you want to see something.
It's kind of cool. You go to the user manual by putting that and scan the QR code, and if you hit the home button, you get back to where you were at. So, yeah.
All right.
That's Academia.
You know, let's just really real quick just show inside, because this is built like. And this is the one I've been using. I think I'm a little over 2 years using this one. So it does have the internal storage for the coffee. The brew group pulls right out the front. And again, your water over here, your beans over here. And see, it'll let you know, like it's telling me, because we've been brewing some coffees on here, so it's going to let us know that we should empty that out. And so it's got you all covered. All right.
So,
now we're going to move on to the xBloom over here.
Yeah.
So this is
totally different than everything
totally
over here.
different, but this is a really cool machine. When I first started using it, this is like awesome. So it's got a grinder built in. So the water tank is back here. Slides off, comes in. It has a built-in grinder up here, and we'll grind in a minute. And it has a built-in scale as well. So you can weigh out your coffee. You can use this, and we're going to show it. So it's got a couple different ways you can use it. Now, we drank up all the X pods we had, which are pre-packaged with beans in there, with very specific instructions on how this machine is going to brew. And you're going to be really amazed at what this thing does if you haven't seen it before. Yeah. We drank them all up, but that's what they look like. So for this, basically, you'd put this X pod in here. You'd hold the little tag near here, and then it tells the machine exactly how to brew it the way the roaster intended it. And you put this guy on here, and then it just takes it from there. What we're going to do, though, is I had Danilo Lodi do a little recipe for us using some of our Guatemala Huehue Tenango. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to just get into our scale here. So I'm going to weigh out our beans. So I know that his recipe uses 17 grams. So here's the scale here, if you can see that. So I'm going to tear that out. I'm going to carefully weigh the coffee.
So maybe we didn't state this, but this is not espresso. This is like a pour. This is a pour over.
Yeah, it's a pour
filter
over
coffee.
But it does do something cool with a grinder built in. If you happen to have an espresso machine, you can grind for your espresso with this grinder. It goes fine enough to do that. But we'll talk more about that. So we'll see how I did here. I got 10. That looks a bit like about 4 more beans to me. 17.1 within a tenth of a gram. I'm good for that. All right, so I've got my coffee all weighed out. And now I'm just going to pour the beans in up top here. So the recipe for this drink, not only it retains a grind size, so it'll change the grinder if need be. It's going to grind all the beans. And it's also going to set an RPM because it's got a variable RPM grinder on it as well. So I'm just going to put my little filters in here, and we saw that this, whoops, dropping stuff here. Saw that this guy pops out. Well, this one pops in. And what I did, and hopefully we should be good here. So this is Danilo's recipe, and we just shared this about an hour ago. So I'm just going to go to his. So I'm going to brew. I brewed one earlier, so I'm going to brew it again. So, and it's got all this, so it's got a pouring pattern, it's got the grind size, it's got the weight recorded, it's got everything about, and the temperatures. So I'm just going to hit start here. So you can see it's going to
grind over here?
Yeah. So I'm going to say, so it's just telling me to put the beans in, which I already did, and put my pod in here, and we'll say let's go. And it moves over automatically. Now it's going to grind. And as a drink, I'll try and prop my phone up here. So as a drink is made, it's going to show you, I'll try and get a better angle on that for you guys. It's going to show you the steps as they're happening. So right now it's doing the grinding. Again, it's set a grind size, a grinding speed, because it's a variable speed grinder, does all the grinding, and I better get my cup over here. Now what's really cool is you can use this with other pour-over devices if you wanted to do a couple cups at a time, so long as the pour-over device fits under here. And I hope we can get in here enough to see what happens when it does this. But it gives us, constant readout. So it's just shooting water down. It's going to do a little bloom here. But look how the water, it spirals in and around, and you can change the pouring patterns on this as you need for your coffee. And it's giving me a graph of everything that's happening here as well, and all the times. And it's going to change brewing temperatures for different pours if you need it to.
It gives a little shake on it there to agitate it.
Does a little agitation.
I mean, this is great for home. You just want to make your coffee quick in the morning, a really nice coffee, and go with it. This is fantastic.
But in the app there's tons of recipes done by a lot of coffee professionals, like the one I got from Danilo, who's a high-end roaster, trains barista champions, and does all kinds of things. And so this is the way he likes this particular coffee. So it stopped pouring, and based on the settings we had in there for each pour, the duration, volume, that kind of thing, in between. So here it goes. It's pouring again. So it's going to do, if we can see it, the little spiral pattern around there. Really very cool. And you get the whole time. But again, you can use, and let me just see. I've got a portafilter right here. So if if you're just grinding, you can weigh out your beans here because it's got the scale built in. Then this cup goes and will magnetically attach right there, grind into that cup. So you grind for your espresso, you pull it off, do the flip prep, and you're all ground for espresso.
Very smart.
And we're about 2 minutes in. It's telling me it's on. Now it's going to start the third pour here. I think this is a 3-pour prep. But I really like this. You're able to adjust those variables and see, you know, what exactly is going to get you the cup of coffee just the way you want it.
So I could definitely see an. I do have the Academia, but an Academia and one of those.
Yeah.
Because first thing I do, if I get up in the morning, first thing I do is I get a shot of espresso before I
Yep.
do anything.
Yep.
And then I could grab one of those on for the road for the drive in to work.
Yeah, it's really very impressive that you have so much with the scale, the grinder, variable speed grinder,
A little more
variable
agitation.
grind size, a little more agitation here on the finish.
Yeah, I could see using this with a nice one of those insulated to-go cups.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
just
you
put
got
a
to
top
fit
on.
under here,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, not a tall one, but there's plenty of short
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
but that is really neat. I'm just going to let that finish up. It's just dripping out, but you can change. It is really cool. You change everything, all the different parameters there to see and get it exactly the way you want it. It's done. So there we go. I'm going to give that really hot cup a taste. Oh yeah, that is a nice coffee. That's the Guatemala Way Tenango. Very nice. This is a high elevation, single origin from Guatemala.
It is nice.
Really like that, and it's great to have a really nice recipe from the guy who's a master roaster and really knows what he's doing. So, all right. So if you have any questions, hey guys, exciting little machine. Can I set up, schedule an app for different days, times to help with my busy mornings? So I'm not sure exactly which machine you're talking about, but if it was like the Academia, yes, you can have that turn on.
You can have the cup warmer. What's nice is you have the cup warmer turned on ahead of time so your cups are warm.
Yeah. So your cups are all warm, and even if with these super automatics like this, even if you are manually turning them on in the morning, they're always going to do a little rinse first just to clean out the coffee circuit. They'll do that when they shut down as well to keep things clean inside.
Yeah.
But they're ready to go in
Sure,
probably
like
under a minute.
My routine is I walk downstairs, turn on the hot water in the sink, put my cup underneath, turn the machine on. By the time my hot water preheats my cup, I put it under there, and the machine's ready to go.
Yeah, so they're really quick.
like a
They
minute.
are the convenience machines, and if you're into, if you do semi-automatic espresso where you're grinding and tamping and doing all that yourself, there's a process for the machine to warm up, and a lot of those turn on by themselves and all that.
If he was talking about the xBloom, I don't think we know for sure about that.
No, but
I
it
doubt
does.
it.
I mean, when you turn it on, it's pretty much ready to go.
Yeah,
It's
very
heating
quick.
water on demand for the most part, so it's ready to go. But anyhow, so we'll just hang out for another minute or two, see if there's any more questions. Again, if you wanted to get set up a CoffeeCast, there's a link down there. If you wanted to get a personalized demo on any of these machines or any of the products really that we have, any machines or grinders.
Yeah, the CoffeeCast is a great feature. You want to see something up close, see with different camera angles and how they work, and talk to a professional, because we got a lot of great people that work here now. It's been incredible what we've been able to do.
And you see, we've gotten a couple of awards for that, for customer service, and as one of the best online shops in America. So we are really into helping and supporting our customers through everything. Right now, we got a lot of special offers going on, gifts with purchase on these machines. If you're watching us during the holiday shopping season, free shipping on all the products, all the machines up here, right?
And a real quick review I just want to do.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a great value, they can do a great one-touch cappuccino and a lot of drinks. And Gaggia Magenta Prestige, great value. Even has the over ice.
Yeah.
Entertaining, light commercial, would you say, for this?
Yeah, I would say in hospitality. I see it, like I said, my example was like a car dealership, just because I was just in one. I wish I could have gotten a really nice cup of coffee, but they had one of those nasty Keurig machines there. So, you know how much I
said
love
that out
those.
loud.
Yeah, I did.
And the Gaggia Academia, only machine with flow control, super automatic flow control, and a steam wand. So you can professionally steam wand it, steam yourself for cappuccinos, lattes, latte art, or you have a carafe.
And without question, the best espresso.
Yeah,
with that boost, the best
Yeah.
espresso I've had out of any machine.
Yeah.
And
Out of all the super automatics we sell, without question, we
Yeah.
did blind taste tests and it
Yeah.
won. And then for pour overs, wow.
The xBloom, I mean, this is cool. Being able to control every single parameter. And again, you could put a full, I had like a Varia Flow dripper under here with a carafe that fit, and it did all the pouring for me. So,
Yeah.
if you're used to doing the pour overs where you're doing everything, here you can duplicate, you can find something that really works as far as time, temperature, and all that, and have it do it all for you kind of automatically. So really cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Guys, thanks for watching. And again, if you have any questions, you can always leave those in the comments. Do check down in the description of this video for links to more information on these products, the current pricing, the special offers we have going on right now, so you can save yourself some money and drink great coffee. Right?
Yep, I've got nothing else to add.
All right. Todd, thanks for helping us out today. And we'll see you back here soon. Actually, we're coming up in another 10 minutes if you're watching us live with another live stream. So
Sure.
we'll stick around for that in 10 minutes right here. And thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.